Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for an oopsie doopsie counterfeit poopsie. Have a little discussion today. I'm sure most of you have seen something like this before, where a cert number, a PSA cert number, ends up being deactivated by PSA. By the way, PSA still waiting for those altered signatures that I showed you all the evidence that they're altered. I'm still waiting for those to be deactivated anytime now. You're welcome to do so. Sometimes it's because they make an oopsie doopsie and grade a fake card straight from the get-go. Maybe they don't understand there's a certain variation, or there's a certain series that they don't know what they're looking at, or just one slips through the cracks. But other times, it's when fake cards are using the cert. Changing the cert on a graded card with fakes never really made a whole lot of sense to me. I don't really get it. If your product is intentionally hard to replicate and the card itself is even harder to replicate with details such as the colors, centering, hollow pattern, etc., why do you need to make sure your card has a different number than the fake one? This is, again, another reason why I say that every graded card should have photos on their website, regardless of how expensive it is, because eventually it's going to be probably more expensive. Some of them aren't expensive at the time. Later they are. But at least somebody has the resource or the means to just easily type in the number that's on the case and compare it to the one on the website. That's probably one of the best reasons for grading, coming from someone that thinks grading is a waste of time and money. So, someone could look up their cert. They see a listing online on their local classifieds. Some guy that wants to meet in a back alley with his pants down, and they can use the website, for both counterfeit identification and so they can identify any sources of damage, whether it's from sitting in the sun for 6 years. Or some sort of post-grading damage that has happened to the card itself, water, moisture. Everyone likes to think that these graded slabs make your card invincible, and then if you put one of those OtterBox nonsense things on it, you can never damage it ever in a million years. Bad news for you. You still have to keep it away from humidity, and you still have to keep it out of the sun, or it will take damage over time. Also, you run into to areas with the graded cards, and it's a huge headache. It's a huge headache for everyone involved. But if a seller is trying to hide damage or ends up hiding damage, whether it's intentional or not, with terrible photos, at least somebody had the option at that point to go to the PSA website, to go to what grading card website that should have photos. I know it's going to be an expense, and it's going to take time to actually take photos of everything and put them online, host them online. But I mean, what other purpose are you serving other than identifying fakes and altered crap sometimes? 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, minimum wage employee. Remember that. Maybe not minimum wage. Maybe they make a little bit more than that. No offense to anyone that is a card grader, but people should trust their own opinion more than yours. Probably. Otherwise, you wouldn't be grading cards. Best of luck to you in the future. Not grading cards anymore. And making more money doing something else. So, even worse here, as we'll see, the deactivated cert is just going to tell us that it's deactivated, and to contact them, I guess, if you think that you have the non-legitimate copy. Which is weird. I don't know why that doesn't include photos of the counterfeits. If the counterfeits are that much of a threat, maybe there should be a little 2-second MS Paint guide that shows up on when you look up the cert that tells you, hey, this is the fake one. If you have this one, it's fake. Or just even show what the real card should look like. I can't even find this fake card. But the fake card in question, or the one that apparently is a threat enough that the cert had to be changed, was none other than the one that GaryVee was showing off. So every time GaryVee or another FlexBaller 69 financial advisor guru type shows off an expensive card, then and Etsy comes out with some shitty fake version of it, then they have to change the cert. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it, guys. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why there isn't, like, as a grading company, you would think you'd put out some kind of article or some kind of video or something showing the fake ones, showing people what to look for, something educational. No, they don't. They deactivate it. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the FlexBaller video first. Confirm that this is the card in question.
Yo, what's good? Been getting so many DMs and emails and questions about, yo, Gary, like, basketball's cool and all, but, like, you need to get on that Pokemon. And I just felt like making a video and just explaining, we've been on.
So this is the come to dumb crap where someone's like, oh my God, you don't understand. He can 69 the market and your mother won't even see it coming. And yeah, people get excited or whatever. Even the people that don't really exactly follow this type of crap. This is exciting for people that are selling crap. So they're like, oh yeah, Pokemon to the moon. GaryVee, the stonk dogger, he said that he's been Pokemoning. We should definitely just all follow the leader. That'll work out really well. So when was this? 94 weeks ago, October 2020. Yeah, we probably not great advice. I don't know how much the PSA 10 Charizard has dropped, but I would imagine that a lot of the purchases made based on this FlexBaller post didn't work out all that well, right? Oh well. So here's a better luck 158-58288. We give that a little searchy dirty. This is on the mobile version. We got a certification. Important notice: certification number 158-58288 has been temporarily deactivated. I don't know why would you temporarily deactivate it? Wouldn't it be permanently deactivated and re-slabbed? As a precaution due to its own use on a known counterfeit in the market. Please contact the Customer Request Center CRC at psacrc@collectors.com if you own the item, or call 800-325-1121 for further information. Very useful. Very, very useful. Very educational. Very useful. I would say that it's not temporarily deactivated. It'd be like permanently deactivated. And they should probably say that the known real copy is in the possession of someone that they know, whether it's Gary or whoever else owns it at this point in time. The copy paste, absolute useless shit. This other than the fact that, like, someone's going to try to email or call you and probably not get an answer. Why? I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. So same thing on the browser version of the PSA cert lookup. So this is definitely something that you should do always. I don't know. I still don't understand why it doesn't still show a picture of the card itself with the important notice crap. But I don't know. It's a Stone Age nonsense. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that something's even come close to imitating the real thing. And if it has, they should be putting out some kind of, like, not just an important notice. Give a little breakdown of what actually people should be looking for. Again, I can't find it. If you guys see whatever the fake GaryVee Charizards out there, if anyone has a photo of one, I would love to see it. I'd love to see how bad it is, because it's probably terrible. Even if the case is good, there's a pretty damn good chance that the card itself is easily detected as a fake. And if you can't tell it's a fake in the images, you should be able to tell it's a fake in the images. There's no way they absolutely, like, replicated the same centering and everything else. Like, look at the blob that's this. Okay, so we got on Reddit here, fraud advisory for counterfeit PSA 10 first edition Charizard. So not a new thing. This is 7 months ago. This is, I guess, a guide to identify fake Charizards. Again, wouldn't be an issue if you could look at the cert number. Although people don't like to look up the cert number. People like to do anything in terms of looking stuff up. They're just like, oh yeah, it's an It's a first edition base Charizard at the eighth of a price, and it's in my local area, and it's sold by a guy on a bike. So, Lighthouse logo. So that's the thing too. You got to be able to look up. Sometimes we've seen inconsistencies with the one that's shown on the website. So if it's been reslabbed, sometimes they don't show the new photo of the new slab that's on the card itself, which is a huge mistake because that's the greatest tool that they have that they don't use properly. Just have the current, most up-to-date, full, as high definition as you could possibly put on there. If someone's going to pay $20, if they're going to pay for expensive cards, then at least put them on the website. Put the photos of them on the website. If you got to run ads along the bottom or something to pay for the server space, whatever you got to do, PSA, whatever. Or any other, not just PSA, any other grading company, whether it's mom and pop's 69 temporary grading company that popped up in the pandemic, or it's one of the companies that have been around longer than that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, you can tell if it's fake, and this is deactivating the cert does not help. I don't see any way that it helps. If you guys see a way that it helps, by all means, do let me know. But the majority of the fake cases, the fake graded PSA 69ers, they're terrible. Speaking of 69ers, this one is $60.99 Canadian. Almost nice. $660. We're getting close. We're getting close on the prices here. $660 plus. So you can select a finish, slabby wabby, rock hard only. They all look bad. They're all bad. They're all extremely bad. And the biggest thing to look out for is the fact that if someone's putting fake stamps, and even those could be graded, you gotta really look top to bottom. You gotta make sure you check everything. Absolutely check everything. And then you gotta check it again in person that they didn't swap it out with something else. So you gotta be careful with all this stuff. Even worse with the recent meet in person for storage unit stuff. Even some of this stuff, the dollar value on it is so high that if you meet in the wrong spot and you meet with the wrong person, bad things could happen regardless. So you got to be careful out there. Make sure if you're spending any kind of money on this stuff, make sure you know exactly what you're looking at. Take the time to learn it. I've said this a million times about everything. If you can't tell what a fake and real PSA Charizard looks like, you got to learn before you're going out and buying one. Also, you probably shouldn't be buying one in a back alley. But what are you going to do? All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's it for today. Love you. Join the Discord with the rattle hoodies. The 20th is the last day to order them. The links will be in the description, and all the information should be there on the website. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.